guys, this is JB3 and we are back with another episode of FIFA 22 Career Mode Youth Edition here with Bristol Rovers, and we will finish it out. It's the Champions League final here against Arsenal, so we will take a look at the team, see how they line up and what they're looking at as far as the team goes. We have lost to them twice this season. We lost 3-0 and I believe a 2-1. Or maybe it was a 2, either way, it doesn't matter. We lost twice and neither one were great. So it's going to be a battle here. Final game, a third round matchup here against them. Let's see if we can take home the big one after hitting 2 losses to the end of the season. We finish outside the top 5. We finished in 6th position on the table. So not a great overall season. It's going to be a battle here. Let's see how we do here against Arsenal. And so we will take a look at Arsenal. They don't have, an outstanding team. It's mostly on the offense where they do have a lot of pace and a lot of athleticism going forward. That's really where they make the difference. Obviously, you got Locatelli in the middle. So it's going to be a battle there. I mean, the midfield, the defense seems like we might have some chances. So maybe we can take advantage of that, but I think we're going to need to try and control the ball and really not let them get on it. You see Saka now at an 88, but the center backs aren't, anything special. We've faced better. So it's really going to be that midfield. It's going to be a battle of offenses, I think. If we can control the ball, control the midfield, that's where we're going to have a chance. Let's see how we do here on to the Champions League final. And so we will get into this one. We're going to try and do minimum amount of editing. We'll try and let this game breathe as much as we can. So no changes to the lineup. Lozano's still not fit to come back. He's not even going to make the bench because he won't be able to be subbed on. So it's going to be this team that has fought through the season, a battle of offenses. Let's see if the front three can come through again here against Arsenal and in the Champions League final. And here we are, Sanderson Park. Let's see if Bristol Rovers, after being a team, this isn't the most dominant team that we've seen here in a Youth Edition series, so it's gonna be a tough one here. We've just done the bare minimum. That's what this team has done. We've come through, we've done the bare minimum. We have snuck into a Champions League position. We've done just enough. We have not lifted trophy outside of a league playoff trophy. We haven't been able to get any league titles through the championship, through League One, through League Two. We weren't able to win Papa John's. We weren't able to win Carabao Cup. We weren't able to win FA Cup. We couldn't even win the Premier League. And now we have a chance, though, to take home the biggest trophy of them all, the Champions League trophy, here against Arsenal. So it's going to be a tough one here. This team has fought. It's not the best rated team, but they play well above their weight. So that's going to be hopefully the difference. And there the trophy is, waiting for us to hopefully lift it. We see how they line up. They've got a couple yellow cards, but that shouldn't make much of a difference here in the final. So let's get into this one, and let's see how we do here against Arsenal. And we'll get this final underway. And the core plays it out here for Bokus. Just early possession here for Bristol Rovers. Just trying to feel out this game, get their legs into it. It's a big one here. Obviously a very young team. As Brown plays it wide here for Sandvik. Pressured on. Can he slot the pass through? Tried to get it in the car in the middle there. Couldn't do it. Played out here for Arsenal as they intercept the ball. Martinelli brings it forward. Bokus will step up, trying to stay with him. He gets beat. Bokus now racing back. Saka calling for the ball. In the cross, easily handled there by Moraes. And Hill will throw it out quickly. Gets it up to Sandvik and will try and capitalize. Going the other way. It's Carr now. Takes a heavy touch and loses the ball. Tried to get it up quickly to Sandvik. Couldn't do it, though, along the edge. And now Saka plays it along the outside here. Will step up. Nesbitt, a good job stepping up. Couldn't get there. And in the middle now. The core can't get there. Moraes, a big early save there. 7 minutes into the game. Tips that shot wide. And it goes for an early corner here for Arsenal. It looks like they'll take it short. They do. Saka right there and picked off by Vitali, who gets going the other way. Doesn't have a lot of pace here, but has Carr out in front of him. Carr now tries to cut back inside as Vitali Tries to get around a slide tackle. Now slows things down here for Bristol Rovers. Takes a look at the field, sees what's in front of him, plays it up to Sandvik, who's going to try and maybe get in the middle here. Looking for Brown to try and play it out. Out wide here to Wood. Looking for men to get in the box. Couldn't do it. A stacked midfield here. Brown gives it away. A poor pass. And luckily Arsenal regroup. They just boot it long and will maintain possession here. Gets it back on for Vitali. Loses it again. A big tackle there in the midfield going the other way. And now a lot of pace here. Luckily they slow it down, play it back. Bristol Rovers regain their shape. Nesbitt shields him off. Does well. The young right back there. Gets it out. Plays it up here to Wood. Wood maintains it through. A nutmeg there. Gets the ball through. Carr going to have a chance. Runs in. Has a chance. He beats him 1-0. Bristol Rovers on top early here. Reese Carr. And I mean, that pass there to start it through. Gets the ball right through the legs of the Arsenal defender. Puts it in here to Carr. And Carr opens up. There's the pass there by Wood to Gibbs. And then Carr splits the two defenders. Beats the keeper. And that's what we needed. That pace of Carr is going to be dangerous for this back line. Hopefully he can take advantage of it. Gets the first shot to it. Beats the keeper. And Bristol Rovers jump out to an early lead. It's 1-0 as Reese Carr finds the goal in the 16th minute here for Bristol Rovers. And Arsenal get the ball rolling again here. Now down by 1. They'll definitely try and put the pressure on. 10 goals, 11 matches here for Reese Carr. A good showing here in the Champions League. Gets it up, a big interception now. Sandvik coming the other way. Trying to maintain possession here as he shields off the defender. Brown now back over to Gibbs as we try to find it through here in the middle. Gibbs, good pass out there. Sandvik lofts it up, has it into Vitali, easily handled there. Couldn't get it deep enough and headed down. Controlled back here to Arsenal as Saka will carry it forward here. And a lot of pace in this team. Could be dangerous. We put pressure on them. Force a little mistake there. We'll step up. Catelli there putting pressure on. Now have to regain our shape out wide here as they look to send it across. Nesbitt's in front of it. Does well. Boots it in and keeps it in. Tried to almost win the ball back there to Wood. Couldn't do it. And come forward again here. Arsenal into the middle. A good chance here. Right in front. Catelli blasts that one away. Gets it up Brown. Quickly up to Vitali, who will now slow it down and plays it back to Bokas, maintaining possession here. The key to the game, just trying to stay on the ball, trying to keep things in front of us, not letting easy goals go in, and not letting Arsenal build up quickly. Sandvik now plays it off to Bokas. Bokas pushing forward here. A good move there. Finds it into Sandvik. Sandvik, can he find a pass? No. Circled back, goes to Brown. And they slow down the offense again. Bokas oversees the field. Sandvik in the middle now. Calling for the pass. Has Carr. Carr now looking for a little space. Avoids a slide tackle. Quickly up. Has Gibbs. Gibbs now. Out wide to Vitali. Vitali edge of the box. Back on to Gibbs. No. Intercepted. Quickly back. And Gibbs comes through. A big tackle. Another one here. Gibbs. Another chance. Tried to send it across. Couldn't get there. And loses the ball. Good pressure there from the center, or from the midfielder. Gibbs, the young Canadian, does well, and Bokas intercepts the ball, and it's going all Bristol Rovers' way. Carr now through to Wood. Wood can't get there, and it's blasted back there by the defender as he comes in, sneaks in behind, and gets away from Wood as he was trying to make something happen in the box there. And now a long ball. It's going to be Catelli who needs to race back. Another man coming into the box. Into the middle. Strike! No! Thakor almost puts it in his own net. He gets a tip to it. And that could have been dangerous there. Thakor does a great job as we take a look there again at the Reese Carr goal, which opened us up. And now it's a corner kick here. Arsenal goes short here. Out in front of it. Gibbs does well. Plays the ball in. Bokas right there. Carr, can he get up there and plays it out? And does. Gets the ball up to Sandvik. And he's going to race forward here. Sandvik, the former center back, running all the way forward. Now the winger, a big offensive threat, plays it in here. Off here to Wood, plays it back to Carr. Carr takes a long strike and puts a good one there from the top of the box on the keeper. Goes for another corner. And it will be another effort here. We'll play it short, and that was poorly taken. A little miscommunication there from the Bristol Rovers side. It goes here to Arsenal off the set piece. And into the midfield they go again. And time winding down here in the first half. Bocas beating over the top again. Martinelli gets over here, and we'll slow him down. Bocas trying to just stay in front, but Catelli easily handles the cross, gets it up here to Sandvik. Sandvik now trying to just avoid the pressure. Has Carr making the run, just tries to send it long, and a little mistimed run there from Carr. Gets it back to Arsenal easily. Saka gets beat here. Pass Nesbitt. Nesbitt puts pressure on though and gets back there well. Down along the outside, and Nesbitt does another great job getting the ball back here for Bristol Rovers as we get into extra time. Gibbs extending his stride length, gets it out to Vitali, who plays it wide for Bocas. And they come up and really pressure the young right back, still learning the trade there, normally a center back, but does have some good pace and good ball control, and we play it back, and that ends it. First half in the books here in the Champions League final. 1-0 the Bristol Rovers early in the game. Second half underway here. Arsenal will get us going here. We'll put pressure on. Trying to get the ball back here. Saka now. Dangerous team here. You know, we got a lot of offense, a lot of talented midfielders, and a lot of pace here. They'll try and get behind us quickly, and it's a good one. Moraes comes and grabs the ball, though, before Arsenal can make a play on it. Gets it out to Nesbitt, and we'll move it forward again. Nesbitt now playing it through to Wood. Wood, a good ball there, controlled off to Gibbs. Into the middle, Brown. Brown trying to get it through. Does to Gibbs. Gibbs back out wide to Wood. Wood will have a chance. Tries to flick it in. It takes a touch, though, and it goes for another corner here early in the second half for Bristol Rovers. Sandvik now, the one to deliver it in. Sends a high ball in. Looking for Thakar. It's a decent one. Couldn't find Bocas, though, on the touch there. As Saka takes the ball away here for Arsenal, and will race back to try and get into position and try and shield this long ball off. And Thakar gets back there. Plays it back. Nicely done by the young center back. Gets it back up here to Bocas to go the other way. Played through the back line. At midfield, Catelli. Gets it wide here for Nesbitt. Nesbitt, a good ball there. Wood will play it over the top, looking for Carr to make the run. Gets a touch to it. Beats the keeper 2-0 if he's on sides. No, flag goes up. And we just miss an opportunity there to get a second one there. I mean, beautifully played in there. Wood turns, flicks it in millimeters offsides for Reece Carr. Had the chance to double the lead. And that flag goes up as Arsenal will make a change here and try and freshen it up. Will Bristol Rovers do in kind, trying to stay in front of this one? Going to need a big defensive effort here. I mean, the fullbacks have really been pushed here in this game. Trying to step up into the middle. Laid off Saka. A big chance. Moraes turns it away. Goes for a corner kick. And these wingers are really putting us under pressure here. Saka makes a good effort, but Moraes does well to stay in front of it and pushes it wide. Corner kick here to Arsenal, 57th minute. And they go short. Gibbs right in front of that one, deflects it away. Good job there. Staying in front of him now. Puts pressure on, takes a tip. Can he get the ball? No. Played out, and Wood has to come flying up, trying to get the ball back. Couldn't do it. Nesbitt, a big tackle, but he falls down, loses the ball. Catelli knocks it away. Another chance. Into the middle. Moraes turns. Bocas boots it up and gets the ball loose, and a good defensive effort there by everyone. A lot of deflections, a lot of opportunities there for Arsenal. Couldn't capitalize. 61st minute as we run into the final 30 minutes. Wood now back into Gibbs. Gibbs passes it along to Carr. Carr now running forward. He doesn't have the angle. Tried to get the ball away. Couldn't do it. Played back to the keeper. Maybe could have gone down for a penalty. He was really getting a lot of pressure there from the Arsenal center back, but in the end stays up and gets played back. And again, another chance there missed by Reece Carr to try and double this lead. 1-0 the scoreline. 65th minute here. Bocas trying to stay in front of him. Maybe needs to come off. Needs some fresh legs. Cross goes in. Easily handled by Nesbitt. Gets it out here to Wood and played up quickly here for Gibbs. Gibbs now just trying to get the ball up. It's intercepted though. A big turnover. Another chance here. And Catelli knocks him down, gets the ball back, and a good effort there. His back line may not be the most talented, may not be the most highly rated, but really coming to play here. A big effort here from the team. And Bocas now plays it off, just controlled here, trying to slow things down. trying to get things back into the moving parts for Bristol Rovers as they give the ball away again. And this has not been the best 30 minutes or so that we've seen from Bristol Rovers. Really, maybe the pressure's getting into them. They have not done well. Arsenal have taken advantage, and finally the ball goes off sides. And it will go back here again. Bristol Rovers back with the ball. And so it will be a change for Arsenal again. Doku comes in, and that's going to be a lot of pace. We do change it up, though. Lexington comes in for Sandvik out on the wing. Ram comes in for Bokus, and Aguilar comes in for Vitali, freshening up at all three levels, just trying to give us some fresh legs. A chance to stretch the field there with Lexington. A lot of pace there in the young striker. Wood now tries to pop this one in. A good job there by Carr. Maintains possession even. Now on for Brown, and he'll have to cycle it back out. Goes to Wood, or goes back to Nesbitt and plays it back. Now on here for Brown. Brown through to Gibbs. Gibbs tries to sneak it through. Has Wood, edge of the box. Can he do anything with it? No. Gets it up. Gibbs takes a strike, and it forces a big shot there. Comes for the defense. It goes for another corner kick here. And we'll have a chance as Arsenal make their final change here in the game. 15 minutes remaining. Gibbs now, the one to deliver it in, has Ram in the middle, headed away, and it will be Catelli who goes up over the top of Doku. Couldn't get it down, and now a chance here for Arsenal to come the other way. Aguilar fighting back, just trying to slow things down, trying to give Bristol Rovers a chance to regroup defensively, gain their shape here, as Gibbs can't get there. Right through the middle. Fabio Silva gets the ball out wide here to Saka. A lot of pace there, and Doku on the other side. Ram, can he get up there? A big chance. Gets in, called into action early in the game, and didn't do well, but Moraes luckily bails him out at the back. And Thakor plays it out up to Nesbitt. Now into the final 10 minutes of the game. Nesbitt maintaining possession here. Over to Catelli. Swings it wide here. Ram, and the only recognized offender on the bench here for Bristol Rovers. We'll play it out to the other side as we just slowly bring up the ball here. Wood now tries to get it through, couldn't do it, but gets the ball back. Luckily, a big mistake there, but luckily doesn't hurt us. Nesbitt now plays it in quickly onto Brown, and Lexington goes wide here, back over to Ram. Into Aguilar. Aguilar tackled and gives the ball away. Ram has to retreat now. Not the fast of the defenders, and could be a problem here. Doku now on the ball. Ram slows him down and forces him to play it back. Lexington comes all the way back to help on defense. Puts pressure on. Couldn't win the ball. Oh, he does. Goes off of Arsenal. It's going to be a throw-in. Final minutes of the game now. 87th minute. We'll see how much stoppage time they give. Ram now plays it into the middle. Catelli takes a touch and plays it off to Nesbitt. Back in here for Wood as Bristol Rovers, minutes away from winning a Champions League final. Gibbs now through the middle. Has Brown up here and here to Aguilar. Aguilar now plays it through, looking for Lexington, couldn't do it. It goes back. 3 minutes of extra time now. A big push here. Arsenal are going to need to make things happen as time ticks away. Lexington races back defensively, trying to help. Cuts him off and forces a play back to midfield. Really trying to give everything he has here defensively. The young striker from Finland, and putting in a shift here. Coming in 15 minutes, they get around. Doku will step up. The core gets beat into the middle. Fabio Silva, pressure on, plays it out. Doku, a big shot and turned away by Moraes. Will finish the Champions League final on a corner kick. Everyone forward here for Arsenal. A big chance there and a big save from Moraes, the Brazilian captain who's been with us the whole time. Wood gets there, kicks it out, and we're out of here. 1-0 the victors. Bristol Rovers are on top here. And we get the big victory here. And we will lift the trophy for Champions League final. Bristol Rovers have done it. Moraes comes up. 3 big saves. Carr puts in the early goal, and we don't look back. And Carr had the chances there to double it, but never could get it through. The midfield was a battle there. It was a battle for both teams. A very talented midfield really gave us trouble. We weren't able to really get through there. They stuck together well defensively, but we broke through. We got the early goal, and it doesn't matter. We didn't need any more than one. Moraes, the clean sheet, and the captain will get a chance to lift the trophy. Our first real recognized trophy. I mean, we've had obviously the the playoff championships for promotion, and we've had the playoff trophies, and this one counts. This is the first trophy here for Bristol Rovers as Moraes takes the stage, and champions of Europe, Bristol Rovers, lift the trophy, and they will get a chance to celebrate with the crowd here. And what a team. I mean, just an unbelievable team, just a gritty team. This is a team that fought hard, definitely was not the most talented that we've ever seen, definitely not the most talented in the Premier League. As you see, we finished 6th on the season, but we come through. We get through the group stages against Real Madrid, we get through PSG, we get through AC Milan, and now we get through Arsenal, who had beaten us 2 times before in the season. And now Bristol Rovers will finish off the youth edition with a trophy and a Champions League final here against Arsenal, and a big time to celebrate here in Europe as we are crowned the best team in Europe here as Bristol Rovers win it all. And they will get the team photo here. And I mean, this is such a good team. I mean, Wood, obviously, Sandvik and Carr, the big ones. Gibbs, a big part of that too. Moraes at the back really helped cover up a lot of issues we had defensively. I think in a couple years, though, you know, Thakor, Catelli definitely has the talent. But this is a team that was a lot of fun to play with, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And now we will take a look at the stats here and how the team finishes off here in the squad report. And so it is beautiful. We have won the Champions League with Reece Carr leading the way up front. And unfortunately, it says winners of the Conference Champions League. So that's not right, but either way, let's get into the offseason. We'll take a look at the stats here for the season, see how everyone did. We'll look at the squad and how it grew, and then we will take a look at some of the players that we had sent out, see how they ended up finishing their career. And so we do finish here with the top scorer in the league being Reece Carr, 30 goals on 34 matches, running away with the Golden Boot per usual here in these series. Usually we have a pretty good striker. Wood finishes out with 16 on the season, Gibbs on 14, so 3 really good scores. I mean, Gibbs really became a great player. Sandvik ended up with 9, so he's just outside the top 25, so a good scorer in his own right. We obviously will have a ton of assists. We always do. Reece Carr, surprisingly, 23 on the season. We have Gibbs on 12, Wood on 12, and we definitely have some more in there. Vitali on 9, so a good showing there for him. Sandvik on 7. And then, do we have anyone else? No, and clean sheets were far and few between. We did not have many. Did we have any? Did we have any? Oh no. Moraes with 2 clean sheets, 37 appearances, not the greatest of defenses, and that was really our big problem all year. Let's get into the team, see how they did throughout the year. So we'll take a look at the 2 major competitions here. We'll start with the Premier League. Reece Carr on 30 goals, which we saw already. Sandvik, as I mentioned, had 9, and we see the 7 assists. I mean, Vitali, 8 and 9. So, I mean, the top 5 players, those players really got involved in the offense, put in a lot of goals, and it was really just the defense that we always struggled to get going. You see Lexington on 4, not the best showing, but I mean, he hit 31 appearances, mostly off the bench, so never really got a chance to get going. Granero ended up with 4 as well, so not a bad showing from him. Him and Aguilar doing a good job off the bench there. Callum Brown, 2 and 3, although he's not much involved with the offense, really just a passer. We saw Axoy with 2, so not a bad showing from him. Pal on 1, really a frustrating career here for Pal. He got the major injury early in the season. Actually, I think he had 2 knee injuries, which forced him out quite a bit. So he was never able to get going, but you know, still a good role player there for us. And you see some of the appearances here. Now we'll check out the Champions League as well, see how everyone scored throughout that competition as well. So leader here, again, Reece Carr, 10 goals, as we saw. He put in the winner there for the Champions League final, gets himself up to double digits. He also had 9 assists, so really became quite the passer this season. Usually his assist totals were rather low. You see Gibbs there having a good Champions League as well, 8 and 7.
Obviously Wood and Sandvik in there, and then Lexington, not a bad showing, 3 goals for himself there, although I think that might have come in some of those group stage games. So Vitali with 2 and 4, not a bad showing. And then we see Aguilar with the 1 goal and the 1 assist off the bench, or maybe he might have done that against one of the weaker sides when we were rotating, but a good showing. We'll also throw up here, we have our career numbers. So we'll take a look at this. I mean, a fantastic year for Reece Carr. I mean, it really held our offense together early in the career mode as we tried to figure out the midfield and find out which wingers we wanted to get in there. And as Wood and Sandvik came along, it helped him out, but he had a great showing. Moraes, he doesn't have the stats because he obviously never kept the clean sheets, but he was definitely a player that held us together, and you can see all those numbers up there, and you can obviously take a look at them and slow it down if you need to. Let's get into now the squad report. And so squad report here, we start with the keepers. Kaimak at a 75, although not growing much, but he did a decent job there in those Carabao runs. We also have Moraes at an 85, growing up to a 2. Aiden Clark, who we brought in, we never got a chance to see him play, 18 years of age from Scotland, 61 overall. And then we have Lozano, who's still 1 day off, coming off injury. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get in there. I mean, he's such a good player. It's just a shame that we lost him for the season. Really hurt our defense at an 82 overall. We have Ram at a 78. Mazepov now at a 76. Bokus showing great potential at an 81. You'd love to see that number be a bit higher. We also have Thakor, an exciting prospect who we saw get into the starting lineup, +3 to a 78. Catelli, who I believe that potential drops at 22. He does have potential to be special. He's at 85 to +4 to an 85. Telega, who we saw as well, 73. I don't know how many matches he ended up getting. He got a couple Carabao Cup matchups. There we have Ponce, who's out on loan, +8 to a 73, so that's showing good growth here. Nesbitt, 79, showing great potential. Neil Gallagher, who we're excited about, would love to see him grow and would love to see him get into the team a little bit earlier, but unfortunately we didn't ever get a chance to see him really get out there on the field. Moyoyo, who we saw a couple of times, is 69, showing great potential. Aguino is 79, who's basically done growing. Medina at a 77. Busia showing great potential, +4 to a 70. Callum Brown at an 83, anchoring that midfield. And then we have Nero at a 79, showing great potential. Mihav showing great potential at a 77. Vitali, potential to be special, 83. A really exciting player there in the midfield as well, there with Gibbs, who's at an 87. Powell, his potential is obviously fallen off at 22, 76, but has not grown as much as he was. He was potential to be special at one point. A really, really frustrating career there for Elijah Powell. Aguilar showing great potential, +3 to 80. And then we have Lorvik, who we had just brought in, exciting prospect at a 68. Cardoza, potential to be special at a 76. Sandvik, obviously one of the world's best, a 90 overall, +5, and unbelievable. He started off the career as a left or center back, and we made him a winger, and that just catapulted his career, changed it completely. Ando at a 74, showing great potential. Axoy, a 78, who did decent. And then we have Kristaps, who's a 74, potential to be special. Karichi at a 73, transfer listed. We will try and get him away, but unfortunately, no one was able to come in and buy him. Senkora showing great potential at a 73. We saw him a couple times, but he never really made much of a difference. Missed a chance there late in the year. Mickelson at a 78. Stephen Wood, one of the world's best as well, a 90 overall. Arnaise, who's on a 2-year loan with an option to buy. We'll probably see him out eventually. Lexington at an 82, showing great potential still. Palumbo, who had potential but then fell off completely, now at a 75. And then Reece Carr, one of the world's best, at a 91 he finishes after going up +3 this year. And we'll also quickly look at our academy, who has actually some good players in here. Al Said, who still has great potential. He's another cam coming through at a 64. Dablins, a 68, who has good potential as well. And then we have Cordero at a 69, playing well as well. So, I mean, there's some exciting players still to come through if we ever do continue on here in the future with this team. And so, unfortunately, because we were still scouting a lot of the players for the Champions League matchup between Man United or Arsenal, we haven't been able to scout some of the players that went out. But you see where they are still, still kicking around. A lot of these players have not ended up moving from any of the clubs that we ended up selling them from. So they're still there. And then we get into some of the ones that we know their ratings. I mean, Sanchez has been a free agent and his career ends 58. No one ends up picking him up. Schofield ends up getting to a 60, still kicking around with Hartlepool. Rokas at a 64. Pacheco at a 65. Munoz at a 66. Villanueva at a 67. Hassan at a 67. Hugo Robinson ends up being a 68. That's a decent striker for the young Englishman. And he's actually got some pretty decent stats. A 68 down there in League 2 with Hartlepool is not the worst in the world. We see Tommy Seymour still kicking around there with Atlanta United at 69. Lev Semenyov a 70. Lucas Vera a 70. Geraldo at a 71. Casper Legrand still at Burnley at a 72. Manu Velasquez at a 72. Brzezowski at a 72 with Sheffield United. Pastor at a 73. Paradis over with Juventus at a 73. Geraldo at a 73. Veron a 74, who we just saw out with PSV. Castillo at a 74 with Tottenham, so not a bad move for him. Then we see Petrov, who we saw with Barcelona. And then Wage sitting there at a 75. Reyes at a 76. And then Daniel Hagen, still the best goalkeeper of the bunch, 79 overall. And so we will wrap it up with the different competitions here. We obviously saw we finished in 6th. West Ham are now relegated to the championship down with Southampton. Spurs finish on 13th, so kind of an odd table here as you see, Brighton Hove Albion, who came up with us on 58 points, but not a dominant Premier League, and we just could not get it done. We'll take a look at the FA Cup as well, and Tottenham take that 2-0 over Brentford. Carabao Cup, and that will be Man United in a Manchester derby 2-1 over City. And we saw obviously Champions League is going to be ourselves, and then Bayern Munich take the Europa League trophy here over Torino. So a decent showing there for themselves, and then I don't really care about some of the other competitions. We'll look at the Super Cup though. Barcelona take it over Inter on penalties, and that will do it. We'll go back to the Premier League here, and that does it for us here in the Youth Edition. We've gone through. We didn't win a lot of competitions, but we did just barely enough to get ourselves into the Champions League. And obviously, we went through and won that. So a great career for the boys, like Moraes, like seeing Reece Carr leading the lines, and then obviously had the wingers. You had Gibbs. So a lot of exciting characters that came through. If you all do want to see this continue on in kind of like an abbreviated fashion as we wait for FIFA 23 to come out here in whenever it comes out, September or October, maybe we could do, one game a month and just see how dominant we can get this team to be as we continue to grow it. Definitely put that in the comments. Let me know if you want to continue to see it. We'll see how it goes. But that does it for us here in this one and for the Youth Edition as a whole. I'm glad you all stuck around. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button and turn on notifications so you can always find out when the newest videos are coming out. And until next time, have a good one.